Dear followers of this YouTube channel, students, teachers, and lovers of literature at large, I wish to welcome you to the analysis of this play, the second part of the analysis of the play The Lion and the Jewel. And our today's concern will center on form analysis. To begin with the style or techniques used in this play. The playwright has made the use of dialogue, in which we find some characters speaking in turns, mainly to exchange some information. And this play is largely written in dialogue that reveals the character's personality, traits, moods, and reactions toward each other. Sidi is here to be in conversation with people like Lakunre, Sadiku, and Chief Baroka. Another technique used is the use of aside. Aside is a literary device that involves a direct address to the audience by a character on stage. In this play, Sidi is heard saying, when addressing the audience, "If Baroka were my father, which man would he take him to be? Would he pay my dowry to this man and give his blessings?" This is in page number 43. Remember, this message is intended for the audience and not others on stage. Listeners, songs, music, and drums have been used as some other techniques by the playwright. And traditional songs, music, and asses have been used to bring the message and events to life. In page number 45 to 46, Sidi, Lakune, and the girls who bring the news about the stranger and the magazine join in a dance, that is the dance of the lost traveler, to celebrate the event. Everything comes to a sudden stop when Baroka arrives. But also the playwright has made the use of poetic language. The play is largely written in a poetic style. There are some short verses that begin with capital letters as it is in poetry. For example, in page number 14, Sidi talking to Lakure, she says, "You are dressed like him, you look like him, you speak his tongue, you think like him." She compares Lakure with a stranger. Why? Lakure behaves like Western people as far as cultural imperialism is concerned. Dear listeners, another part of form analysis is characters and characterization. Remember, the main and the most important characters in this play are Baroka, Sidi, Lakunre, and Sadiku. Who is Baroka in this play? Baroka is an old village chief, Obed, aged 62. He inherited the chiefdom from his late father, who was Chief Okiki. Baroka is an infidel and a reputed womanizer. He marries men and women just to satisfy his sexual desires. Baroka is tricked to get women. He invites them to supper at the palace and ends up sleeping with them. Remember what happens to Sidi. Baroka is a polygamist as he has many wives, but he is not satisfied. He hunts for Sidi till he manages to add her to their number. Baroka is portrayed as a corrupt and an irresponsible leader. He bribes the surveyor, the white surveyor who was to build the railway track through his village to stop and divert the project. He is supposed to be the one attracting this project to his village for his people. Baroka is also illiterate and primitive, for he does not know the importance of civilization, so he works hard to prevent it. He does not know how to say good morning. He says good morning. That is an indicator that he is quite ignorant. He uses his wife to pluck the hair of his armpit instead of shaving. But also Baroka is hypocrite. He is a hypocrite by pretending to praise Lacune for civilization while in a realistic sense he does not entertain civilization. He is jealous, oppressive, and selfish, but also opportunistic. The second character is Sidi. Sidi is a slim, beautiful girl, the village belle. Sidi betrays Lacune by marrying Baroka. Sidi brags of her beauty as she appears on the front page of the magazine. She brags by saying, "I am beautiful." So that is an indicator of self-praise, arrogance, and self-centeredness. Sidi is boastful and pompous. She boasts when her fame grows beyond the village of Ilujire. She even rejects Lacune's advice by marrying Baroka. Sidi is traditional and primitive. She is still young, but she still observes traditional customs like paying bride price. She has a stand. She has a common stand on what she believes. She refuses to marry Lacune until he pays the bride price, despite education instilled to her by Lacune. Sidi is abusive, as she uses abusive language when addressing Lacune. She says, "The village is on holiday, you fool." So by addressing Lacune as a fool fellow, it is an indicator of abuse. She finally becomes Baroka's wife. Lacune is another character. Lacune as a male character, he is an educated school teacher, teaching somewhere at the Bush School. He is an irresponsible teacher by allowing his love affairs to interfere his commitment to work. He abandons his pupils and chases after Sidi. He is an agent for social change when it comes to abolition of bride price, polygamy, introduction of construction of a motor road, using saucepans instead of clay pots, and so on. He is westernized by the way he obsesses with Western culture. He proposes cutting down trees and burning forests so as to plant a garden for lovers. He wishes to introduce some beauty contests, a school for ballroom dancing. This is an indicator of westernization. He is a feminist as he fights for women's rights and gender equality. He strongly educates Sidi about her rights and the dignity of a woman. He is against the custom of bride price payment. Another character is Sadiku. Sadiku is Baroka's eldest wife, inherited from his late father, Chief Okiki. When Okiki dies, Sadiku, who was his last wife, becomes the senior wife or the eldest wife of the new king, who was Baroka. She acts as a go-between for Baroka wishes to marry Sidi. She is a traditionalist and primitive as she supports the polygamy and bride price. She is a betrayer as she does not keep secrets. She is a hypocrite when she pretends to sympathize when Baroka says he has lost his manhood, but later she goes to celebrate for the same. Listeners, the next part is the part of language use. The playwright has used a good and profound command of the English language, full of figures of speech and sayings that gives the flavor of African literature. The first figure of speech used is personification, due to the following statements. I thought the word was mad, page number 28. My armpit still rips blood, page number 39. The village is on holiday, U4, page number 14. Earth open up and swallow Lakunwe, page number 60. Simile as the comparison of two dissimilar things, but the use of words such as and like has also been used. Evidently, in page number 2, when it is heard, but you are as stubborn as an illiterate goat. Lakunwe telling Sidi, he seeks to have me as his property. This is said by Sidi, page number 21, referring to Baroka's trick. His face is like a leather piece, page number 22, referring to Baroka by Sidi. Metaphor is also evident when Baroka says, page number 47, Sadiku, my faithful wizard. Sidi will not make herself a cheap ball for the village spit, page number 7. I am the twinkle of a jewel, while he is a hindquarters of a lion, page number 23. Sayings have also been used, including shame belongs only to the ignorant, page number 5, when Lakunwe says this to Sidi. Charity begins at home, page number 52. Lakunwe says this. A man must live or fall by his true principles, page number 61, as claimed by Lakunwe. All the wine thrives within a new bottle, page number 54, as claimed by Baroka. Symbolism is another figure of speech. Dear listeners, the lion in this book symbolizes the king who is the chief bearer, Chief Baroka. The jewel symbolizes the beautiful girl who is Sidi. Okiki's rusted key has been used as a symbol of an old male sexual organ, page number 32. Devil's own horse symbolizes a motorbike. One-eyed box to symbolize a camera. This is used by the stranger who takes Sidi's images. Baroka's picture next to the village latrine has been used to symbolize corrupt and filth. Some other figures of speech used include exaggeration or hyperbole. When Lakunwe says, when Sadiku says, page number, when Sidi tells Lakunwe, page number 3, Sidi says, when the whole village, when the whole world knows the madman of Irugine, page number 3. Biblical allusion has also been used when the playwright makes the direct reference to the Bible. Some phrases have a biblical origin. Page number 5, it is held, as Lakunwe says, a prophet has honor except in his own home, referring to the biblical words of Jesus. And the man shall take the woman, and the two shall be together as one flesh. Page number 8, words are found in the Bible. Lakunwe says, when telling Sidi, he says, my Ruth, my Rachel, my Esther, Bathsheba, thou sum of fabled perfections, from Genesis to Revelations. This is biblical. These are biblical names. Listeners, onomatopoeia has also been used, page number 10, with the sound brrr to refer to the sound of motorcycle. Haha, page number 20 is also a reflection of onomatopoeic expression. Themes. Possible themes found in this play include polygamy, as it is identified to Baroka, who seems to be polygamous, but also Chief Okiki, by having many wives. Widow inheritance is also another theme, as Sadiku is inherited by Baroka. Remember, Sadiku was Chief Okiki's youngest wife. Bride price is another theme, the practice which seems to be common in African society. In other societies, it is used as a symbol of commitment and seriousness towards marriage. In this society, it is connected to virginity of a girl. If a girl is married without the bride price, it is believed that she was not a virgin, and she did so to sell her shame. And this is the reason why Sidi insists that her bride price must be paid in full before she agrees to marry Lakunre. Traditional belief is also another theme, as it is evident in the society that people believe in traditional gods, including Ogun. Sidi forces the second girl to swear and ask Ogun to strike her head if she is not telling the truth, that Baroka's picture is sharing a page with a village latrine in the magazine. Traditional dances is also another theme. Remember the dance of the lost traveler, a dance for celebrating about the coming of the stranger or the photographer. Feminism and women emancipation is another possible theme. Remember, dear listeners, feminism is an ideology of fighting for the rights of women. And in this play, Lacuna seems to be a feminist by educating Sidi on various matters, including the issue of paying bride price. He fights against polygamy, so that is to say he is a feminist. Position of women in the society, as far as in this play is concerned, women are portrayed as tools for refreshment. I mean, refer to Baroka's father and Baroka's polygamous life. Women are portrayed as people who cannot keep secrets. Refer to Sadiku, who reveals Baroka's importance to Sidi. Women are betrayers. Sadiku betrays Baroka by revealing the secret of Baroka's importance. Irresponsibility is another theme, as Baroka seems to be an irresponsible leader, but also Lacuna seems to be an irresponsible teacher. Some other possible themes include building the future, as it is shown to Lacuna, who wishes to put some matters upside down in the society. Betrayal is also a theme, as Sidi betrays Lacuna by marrying Baroka. Lacuna betrays African culture by adapting and conforming to Western culture. Conflict is also evident in this play, to begin with the cultural conflict between European culture and African culture. That is, for example, abolition of bride price, polygamy and kissing by mouthing caused the conflict in this society. Lacuna wishes to kiss Sidi by the mouth, and the Sidi eventually rejects, as it seems to be unhygienic. Conflict between Sidi and Lacuna over the issue of bride price, conflict between Baroka and Lacuna over the issue of modernity, conflict between Sadiku and Lacuna over the issue of bride price, and so on. Misuse of power is another theme, as Baroka misuses his power to oppress women and hinder development. Development is hindered by Baroka, for he does not wish the village to be supplied with the railway that could pass through Irugine. He diverts the program by bribing the white surveyor. Some other additional themes include illiteracy, corruption, selfishness, hypocrisy, infidelity, and promiscuity. Messages. After reading this play, readers expect to learn that corrupt, selfish, and irresponsible leaders like Baroka are obstacles to development. But also, ignorance and illiteracy of the masses also become obstacles to development. Additionally, Outdated customs like polygamy, widow inheritance, and bride price should be discouraged. They are the main causes of conflicts in our societies. Is this play relevant to what is happening today? Well, this play seems to be a replica to what is currently happening in the society of today. Some issues depicted in this play seem to exist in the society we live. Issues like